the normal screening procedures for what we have. You basically stop every car. We do not pick and choose what car we want. We stop every single car. You have them go down the window, ask for a driver's license, and so forth. Great questions. Your stop shouldn't take more than 25, 30 seconds at the most. And if you feel as though there's another reason or you want to investigate any further, just call, let people know you're calling the vehicle off the line, and we'll have an area designated for you to pull over, and you can do a further investigation. My name is Sergeant Joseph Flynn. I'm with the Fairfax County Police Department. I'm assigned right now as a midnight supervisor with the Sully District Station. What's covered is when we have our pre-roll call before we come out for a DWI checkpoint, is we're mostly reviewing some legal to make sure they understand what the laws are, what gives us the authority to do what we're doing from the Supreme Court rulings and also from our own procedures of the department to allow us what we do. I review what our policies are from that. In other words, what we're allowed to stop, what we can't stop, that there is no discretionary stops. We do it purely by the numbers and everyone gets stopped for what we have. And I make that authority on whether we stop every car or we stop no cars. We don't do any kind of profiling. We don't stop a car based on how the car looks or so forth. It's mostly on a numbers-only basis. So as you can tell also by our traffic volume, people were probably caught off guard that we're here this evening. They're very, very important, the auxiliaries, and what they do for us. Besides just being volunteers on their own time they're coming out here, they are usually out here an hour and a half, 2 hours before even the officers get to meet at our roll call, and they're setting up the location with all the traffic cones, the trucks, the lighting, the generators, they're making sure all the signs are up or so forth. They're literally doing the job of a safety officer for the police officers that are going to be out here doing the legal work. So they have a responsibility that is very, very important, and we really, truly appreciate that for what they do. We also have other volunteers that come out to make sure that we have food and refreshments, whether it's cold out or very hot out, that we're able to at least stay healthy enough and hydrated in these hours. So our VIPs, volunteers and police service come out, and also our auxiliaries come out and help us out a lot. We're very happy to have them here. The stop lasts no more than 25, 30 seconds on an average. If an officer does find a reason to pull a car over, we have a safe area that we will escort the car to, and we'll just continue to stop a little bit more and ask maybe a little bit more pointed questions and get a little bit more probable cause as to possibly is the person intoxicated or not, or are there drugs in the car, or is there another violation that we're not seeing. So that's an extended portion of the traffic stop, and we usually send those cars off to a separate location so we don't interfere with the checkpoint itself, and we keep the traffic flowing. Traffic safety and what we do with the DWI checkpoints is very important to Fairfax County. It's important to the residents of our county, and every station out here also has their own DWI programs should there not be a checkpoint in their district. So we do also have extra officers out on the weekend nights or weeknights doing DWI enforcement. So there's two keys here. We are doing a deterrence to deter people from driving while intoxicated for what we have, so that's very important. But if we do catch someone, we're enforcing the law, and they're hopefully going to learn from the mistake they have made from that decision to drive home, and we may have saved a life also. So those are the two key important parts, I think, of DWI checkpoints. My personal message about people who are considering drinking and driving is probably the same message that this department is just don't do it. The cost is not worth it. The cost of human lives are not worth it. People will get hurt. People may die from these things. If you do get stopped and arrested, the first-time offense will cost you a few $1,000s. The commercials don't lie. If you happen to have a subsequent second, third, or fourth offense, we're talking serious jail time. Even a first offense with a .15 or above is a mandatory jail sentence in Fairfax County in the state of Virginia. It's not worth it. It's a criminal record. You have to disclose it if you decide to find a different job or so forth. So there's a lot of ramifications, and it also can hurt on your family. They may not know where you are for hours. They get worried because now you either got in an accident or you're at the jail, and you're not afforded the opportunity to make a phone call until the process of the DWI is completely done. So you may not be able to call a loved one for like 3-4 hours. It's very difficult on everyone. There's a lot of pressure, financial, but also the fact that somebody can get harmed. So I think DWI enforcement is extremely important. I know we have saved countless lives for what we do.